All right, so let's go ahead and check out Knowledge Check 6.2.3. And this is all around creating an R project and modifying some preference settings. So step one is go ahead and create an R project for this class. A couple different ways we can do this. We could go ahead and go to the toolbar and go to File and then create a new project. Another option is if you have an RStudio session already open like I do here, you'll see this little cube that's got a plus sign. We can go ahead and we can click that. And that'll bring up this window, create a project. And you could create this in an existing directory. I'm going to go ahead and create it in a new directory. And I go to new project. And then this will default here. You see this create project at subdirectory. Here it's defaulting to my desktop. It may be defaulting to another location. If you want to change that location, you can just go ahead and open this up, hit browse, and find the directory path where you may want to go ahead and have this project located. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the desktop, and I'm going to name this UC Bana 7025. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say open in a new session. And the reason I'm checking that is just because I have an R session open already. So this project will get created and it's going to open up in a new window. You don't need to do that, but I'm just going to do it so that I can keep my existing R project open. All right, do that, and now I get a new window that pops up. You can see here on my desktop, I now have this UC Bana 7025 directory. Go in there, and we have our little rproj file extension for the project. All right, let me go back to the knowledge check here, and it says make sure the following RStudio preference settings are set. So it says general, set workspace to .rdata on exit equals never. In the code we can display tab check, show the margin option and set margin column to 80. Code diagnostics, make sure that provide R style diagnostics is checked. So I'm going to go ahead and a couple different ways you can do this. If you go up to the toolbar and click on tools, you'll go down and you can see project options and global. I'm going to go ahead and open up the global options. Now, a few things. When you first, I've already adjusted my settings, so yours may look a little bit different, but likely the default setting for you has this restore R data into workspace as startup checked. We want to go ahead and we want to uncheck that. And also says under that save workspace to .rdata on exit. And you may have always, it may say ask. Let's go ahead and turn it to never. All right, so we'll go ahead and apply those settings. And let me go back and just remind myself. All right, the next one was to show a margin option. All right, so to do that, again, we're going to open up global options. And we can go to this code right here. And if we go to display, you'll see show margin here. Now, often you'll see people have it at 80, or you can also have it 88. I would say those are the two numbers that are most common. All right, we want to go ahead and apply that. Now, what is that actually doing? Well, let's open up an R script in our new project here. And you're going to see I've got this vertical line on the right. And what that means is I can type code that's basically 88 spaces or 88 characters all the way before I get to that line, right? So think of it this way. That is kind of the default setting for how wide we want our code to be written, right? We don't want to extend beyond this margin. It makes it harder to read. Pretty much a margin of 80 or 88 is most common for anyone's window display that they're going to be operating in a IDE or RStudio to write code. All right, the last one was within the code diagnostics tab, make sure the provide R style diagnostics is checked. So let's go ahead and check that one out. Let's go to global options again. It said code diagnostics. and provide R-style diagnostics. Let's see. Right here. So we can go ahead and check that. So, these are not all at all mandatory by any means. These are things that I have found useful. You can definitely kind of go through all these different settings and take a look and change them and adjust them and see how they impact your working session, and just find things that work well for you. One thing to point out, you may notice that I typically work with a dark mode. So you can go to the appearance and you can see, like here's, I use Dracula, and they have all different kinds of font and background color. So you can go through there and kind of find things that work for you.